guys, welcome back to our Freedom Vlog. This is vlog number 102, which is the day in the life of Freedom Real Estate Group family of companies. Today I am here with Darcie Keith. She is our newest investor relations team member, right?
Correct.
Good. Okay, cool. How are you doing today?
I'm doing lovely.
Good. Excited?
How are you?
I'm pretty good, yeah. Yep, it's pretty cold out here in March, but
we had snow yesterday.
It's snowing today. I just got lunch and it's snowing again.
Oh,
it's frustrating. I'm so tired of it.
Right, because it was 70 like last week. So.
I just need to be warm again. So I'm excited for spring. Yeah. Yep. So we'll go ahead and dive into the questions of our introduction of Darcie. So the first question we have, everyone takes some time to answer this. Who is Darcie?
So I am from a very small town called St. Mary's, Ohio. A lot of people don't know where that is.
No clue.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a very small town. We have one of the largest man-made lakes there called Grand Lake St. Mary's.
Wow.
So, yes. So
that's cool.
That's what people might know St. Mary's for. But other than that, there's not really a whole lot there. I grew up, playing in the cornfields, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So, so that's where I'm from, and I've lived in Ohio like my entire life. So lived in St. Mary's, and then in Lima, and then I've been in Dayton for 10 years, something like that.
18 years?
No, 8 to 10.
Oh, 8 to 10.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's pretty close.
Like that, so.
Yeah, cool. I used to live in Washington, Indiana. We're known for the world's biggest Ponderosa, which is not that impressive. But
I remember eating at Ponderosa when I was like a little kid.
Yep.
I love that place.
Really?
And their ice cream with the sprinkles. Yep.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
My classic. I'm classic. Cool. To our next question, how did you get started with us?
So actually it was pretty random. So I was looking to like hire an additional assistant for my property management company, and I was looking on Indeed, and I was just I didn't want to reinvent the wheel. Mm-hmm. So I was just kind of like looking at different job postings and applications, and I think Freedom Real Estate Group, like you guys had something posted, and I just like had never heard of you. So I looked you up, and then I ended up I called, and I think I ended up speaking like with Tina, and I just kind of like started rattling off what I did. So I was like, hi, I'm not sure why I'm calling, but my name is Darcie, and I'm a real estate agent. I'm an investor. I have multiple businesses involving like real estate and property management. Like I do designs, renovations, all that stuff. And I don't know, you guys just look interesting. Like, yeah, I didn't really know what I wanted. So, and she wasn't sure either. So she's like, I'm not sure either, but you need to talk to Danny. So, yep. So, that's kind of what happened. She booked a call, for me to kind of talk with Danny, and I just kind of discussed real estate and everything that I knew about investing and all of the things that I've done, and I just kind of landed here. So
that's awesome.
That's
you were looking for an assistant and ended up having a full position.
Yes, pretty much. That's what happened.
Wow. So, that's really cool.
Yeah, it was really interesting. So I said, you never really know. Like,
exactly.
You just never know. Like you pick up a phone and call somebody and surprise.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that story. My next one is, what exactly do you do here? What's your role with us?
So with investor relations, I've kind of got two roles. So I'll go over like the investor relations one. Mm-hmm. So that one would be, I primarily like advise like our new investors and seasoned investors about purchasing our turnkey properties. So the turnkey properties are ones that we have acquired and rehabbed. We've placed tenants in them, so they're cash flowing properties, and and then I just kind of guide investors through the process of acquiring those, so that way they can grow their rental portfolios.
That's awesome. So would you say like you're like the front face of who investors can expect when contacting us? That's awesome.
Yep. So I will email you. I will text you. I can, obviously we can talk on the phone. So everybody's kind of got their different preferred forms of communication. So like as a real estate agent, I've done, I don't even know how many transactions where people don't even want to talk on the phone. We just do everything through like text and email. So like, if they came in, I wouldn't even know what they look like. So it just really depends, but that's kind of like the versatile thing of real estate. It kind of meets you where you're at. Like if you want to be, hands off and not talk to people a lot, then you can just text an email. Or if you want to, have like a Google phone call.
Yeah.
Like I've done those before too. And I've spent like 2 hours on like a Google chat with somebody, just thoroughly going over like, how the buying process works. So it's kind of, it's kind of whatever works. I can meet people where they're at.
It's flexibility. I like that. Can you dive deep into some of your background, like in your bio? I thought some of that stuff was so interesting.
Okay. So actually, the first thing that I studied was interior design, because I love sparkly things and I like seeing something go from like drab to fab, basically.
Exactly.
So, but I kind of realized like there wasn't going to be a whole lot of money to be made in just doing interior design. So, the next thing I studied was real estate. And that was like in 08, 09, but the market crashed then. And I was afraid. So I was like, I don't know if I want to do this. So then I decided to do like paralegal. And so I got like an associate's in that. And then I did like an internship at a law firm in Lima, where I used to live. And they were like, oh, well, if you can, do all of this legal jargon, then you might as well just go to law school. So then I went for criminal justice, because you have to have a bachelor's to go to law school. And then I started the accelerated law school program at the University of Dayton. But I realized I did not like practicing law at all. So I'm glad I realized that before I just, invested God knows how much more money into education. And I went back to real estate because that was like the first thing that I did. And when I was a kid, my parents actually were investors. So that's kind of why I initially studied real estate. But then, like I said, the market went sideways and I didn't feel like doing it. So when I was a kid, we lived in an investment property. So it was a duplex. We lived in one part and we rented out the other part. And I saw, we had tenants. So, sometimes they would be crazy and loud, but it is what it is. So we lived in our investment property, and I know my parents used the rental income to pay the mortgage, and they both worked. So we lived there for, however long. And then we had land beside of us, so we used that land to build a property on. So we moved into the house that we built, and then we used the income from the investment property to pay for that, and then also part of the mortgage on our family home.
So your entire life has been revolved around real estate almost.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yep.
That's awesome. That is kind of into my next question. Have you always wanted to be in the real estate industry? And you kind of answered that. You grew up in it for sure. So
Yep, I did. I just, there's so many things that you can do. But I always knew real estate was something that I wanted to do. I just wasn't sure how to navigate those waters. And
it seems like that's how a lot of people get started in real estate. I know I have a lot of friends who they've purchased duplexes or multiple duplexes, and they'll live in one side of one of them. And that's how they just start developing properties, start getting more doors. That's definitely a good way for a lot of people to start, because they can learn all about that stuff and, managing a property too.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like, I think it's called like house hacking.
Yep,
So,
exactly.
Yes,
Yep. That's how everyone gets into it.
Yes. So, and that was me too. Like, that was my first home, was a duplex, because I was like, I'm going to get something and live in it, and then I can rent the other part out. But I wanted to get something that wasn't necessarily like a turnkey property, because like for myself, I wanted to have the experience of like rehabbing a property and then seeing what it was worth, and then refinancing it. That way I could use those funds for buying an investment property or like a single family home to live in. And you can do whatever you want with money, but I advise like investing it.
So. You did it right then. Thank you. And one of my other questions is, what do you like to do in your free time?
A few different things. My first thing would probably be traveling anywhere warm.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, anywhere warm. So my mother actually got me, I retired my old luggage, and she bought me some new luggage, and it's got like cheetah print and gold on it, and it's
beautiful.
It's super cute, and it's been to Florida, it's been to St. Louis, and my next trips would be going to Rome, and then I'm also going to Texas. So
they'll be traveling with you. That is awesome.
Yes.
Super cute. So you like to travel then a lot?
I do like to travel. I try to travel like at least one place every quarter. So that way, I'm just having a good balance. Of,
exactly. That's what I was thinking. A healthy work-life balance. Yep. We all need that.
Yes. Yeah. You have to like shut down sometimes and just kind of spend some time with yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Now on to our last question. This is a fun question we like to ask people. If you could travel back in time, or forward, whichever you'd like, where and when is the first place that you go?
I would definitely go to like ancient Egypt.
Yeah.
So I remember when I was little, I liked watching like the History Channel and like National Geographic. So I just remember seeing the pyramids, and I just thought that they were beautiful. The architecture was amazing, and like the different sculptures that they had. So, but I'd like to go back before they were kind of demolished and the way they do now. So I would like to go back and see it when it was like flourishing. In
their prime. Oh my goodness. I've seen like videos of depictions of how they would look, the structures and architecture there when it was first built. It would be beautiful. It was still like that today. Yeah. I agree with that for sure. All right, so those are all the questions I have. Darcie, do you have anything else you'd like to add?
I don't think so. I think
sounds good. Cool. Well, this has been our introduction to Darcie. I'm sure a lot of our investors will be working with her, talking to her, so it's great to get to know her. And thank you for joining us for another installment of the Freedom Vlog. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave any comments or questions down below. And we always end these with invest smart,
live happy.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Nothing on this show should be considered specific personal or professional advice. Please consult an appropriate tax, legal, real estate, financial, or business professional for individualized advice. Opinions and information on this show are not guaranteed. All investment strategies have the potential for profit or loss.